What up, everyone? Welcome back to the Difficult to Please podcast. After 6 months of radio silence, we're back, baby. And honestly, I've spent that entire time staring at my collection and wondering what the heck happened to my financial stability. Tonight, the beautiful, expensive disaster that is called modern collecting culture. Blind boxes, trading card games, limited drops, and those damn Labubus figures that have been somehow conquered the cultural zeitgeist while we've been away. Are we collecting joy? Or are we just buying our way out of existential dread, one overpriced vinyl toy at a time? We'll explore how streetwear drops mirror gambling addiction, why Hello Kitty collabs will outlive us all, and whether that unboxing dopamine hit is worth the credit card swipe. Plus, I'm kind of roasting myself for having a room that looks like an anime store exploded, while pretending I'm above it all. Because nothing says I have my shit together like judging other people's collections. This isn't about shaming anyone's hobbies, because let's face it, we're knee deep in this mess too. But sometimes you just need to take a step back and laugh at how we convinced ourselves that buying stuff equals happiness. This is episode 64, where 6 plus 4 somehow equals I'm buying too much shit. Enjoy the episode.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Difficult to Please podcast, episode 64.
6, 4 equals 10. I guess 6 plus 4 equals 10 anyways. Yeah.
6 plus 4, 10. We are recording on August 19, 2025.
It's been a while.
It's been about 6 months, almost to the day, I feel like. Yeah. I had to review what we last even talked about.
I don't remember. What did we talk about since you had a last review?
I want to lie. I didn't really check. I just said, I was like, yo, it's been 6 months.
That's pretty good.
I was like, oh, when was the last time we recorded it? And I was like, oh, 6 months. And then we just kind of just fucking did the Akatsuki disappear. We're like, fucking Toby just disappeared, dog.
Wow. I didn't know how you're going to fit in your Naruto reference, but here we go.
No, because I was like, well, I mean, for the last 6 months, I guess on the creative aspect, it was kind of like, I felt like I didn't have anything new, or I didn't have anything, a take or a really strong opinion about things. It was just more like I felt very reactive, and just I was like, I don't really feel like personally driven to form a very strong opinion or develop stronger opinions about various things. It was more like consuming rather than producing.
Here we are talking about nothing because we don't know what to talk about. No, to be fair, like I kind of like had that too. Like, I guess I've had takes. Like I know you started writing again. I started semi-writing again. And then it was just about our different takes. And then I just remember I called you out on your bullshit because I was like, why the fuck are you just talking about San Diego when you're up in Portland right now? You have nothing smart to say. I'm just kidding. No, but I guess like what inspired you to start writing again? Here's a little banter segment.
Well, like when it comes to writing and getting back into like formulating takes and having like strong opinions about things is more like with specifically to like the Arts and Rec dunk coming out and alphanumeric dropping on the same day. And it was just kind of like this weird thread that I don't think anybody else was kind of like putting together in kind of like the meta view of like streetwear and counterculture. So I was like, oh, like Hypebeast wasn't going to write about this. Bobby Hundreds may or may not write about this, but I was like, okay, let me just write about this because I think it's not necessarily an important thing or an important day of like this, but it's kind of a arc to kind of like, oh, shout out San Diego in a way of like, oh, this is kind of like that respect that I feel like San Diego or San Diegans feel like we don't get enough of like recognizing like cultural contributions. That's kind of on a bigger stage than just like our neighborhoods and shit.
Sure. I also feel like San Diego is not that too. Maybe a little, but that's not fair though. Because like actually, to be honest, would you agree like San Diego's a little bit more like more Mexican culture kind of thing, right? It's more heavily Mexican, and like we have the lowrider stuff, the bicycle culture, etc., etc. I mean, there's gang stuff, but that's like another topic I don't want to get into kind of thing. But but then I would never really think about San Diego being like on a forefront of street culture unless it's about alphanumeric or Five and a Dime, and what was the other one that was big down here? The Armory. Like those are all the ones I could kind of think of at the moment. But yeah, it's just interesting. So that's what you wrote about. And if people wanted to read the rest of it, where would they find it, Erwin?
Oh, thanks for the plug. This is like usually nothing to do with like the podcast. This is kind of like we have our own kind of an endeavors, but find me on Substack, Erwinism.substack. I'm there. I've named the publication as Flanders Drive.
Oh, after the street. Yeah. I actually, to be fair, I didn't read it. Sure. I'm an ass.
No worries. No worries. I also got like a big push. Shout out to the homie Asian Verified.
We have a homie named Asian Verified.
His government name is Michael. Oh. His government name is Michael, but his username is Asian Verified on Instagram and all the socials. He's like obviously an Asian influencer based out of Seattle. He kind of reached out to me to kind of like push me to do the thing of like writing about it, and I was like, okay, sure, I appreciate it. Like I've been kind of like wishy-washy about this, so I was like, okay, let me just do it. Eddie Wong is on a Substack. Why not? I'll just fucking do it. Fuck it.
Wait, so how did you like connect with this Asian Verified person?
Oh, I don't know. I've followed him for past few months. Commented on his stuff. Just been like, just
like for like. I'm just kidding.
Not even like for like. It's just kind of like, I like I'll make supportive comments like this is like real cool shit you're doing or like whatever.
I wish I was like.
And
that.
then like he's kind of like he offered like some like words of advice to like just get over yourself and just write. I was like,
was that one story? Was that one story on Instagram where you're like, I'm thinking about starting a Substack, y'all, or something like that? And then is that when that happened?
That's what it came down to. And then it was like, hey man, did you just do it? And I was like, oh, thanks, Asian Verified.
Shout out Asian Verified for pushing Erwin.
Shout out Asian Verified, dog.
That's dope.
Real cool.
You need like to contact me and tell me to get over my shit. Just kidding. Everyone just like listens to my stuff like all day on Discord about like, oh, here's what I've been thinking about lately. And to be honest, I think mine are pretty good topics. I just don't flesh them out as much because like I'm in a moment. Like I remember I was telling you the one about Anime Expo, right? Mm-hmm. And like I was just writing those ideas like while walking around in a con while I was like, my friend was like, oh shit, I have to take pictures. I'm like, okay, cool. And like every time we stop, I just jot a few ideas down, right? Because I just like people watching at AX. It's so fun. It's so fun. And you've never freaking watched Free Reign yet, which is really weird because that's where I got the inspiration was like from a Free Reign cosplay. But like TLDR, mine was just about like, oh, I think safe spaces can make B types into A types. That's like the whole like the gist of what I wanted to write about. But yeah, when you're like, this sounds like a Wall Street Journal piece. I'm like, okay, I gotta tone it down with the statistics. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about various cons on this podcast in previous episodes, and I think there's obviously there's like learnings you can take, right? I don't want to be all like Wall Street Journal, LinkedIn. How this matters to B2B sales, like I
hate that. That's definitely
I
not
hate
me.
LinkedIn bait is the fucking worst, man. I hate that shit so much.
I have so many feels about LinkedIn. Like I used to like read some of the articles, and then I think it got to a point where I just like I don't know if everything's just AI generated now. Everything's about the interview process, and I'm just like, what do you mean? Why do you keep talking about the interview process when like I don't know. I was just randomly started listening to a episode about the potential action lawsuit against like Workday and how they're funneling or how they're doing like the application process and people aren't just going through, and so people are kind of like trying to work the system to land their interview kind of thing. So yeah, it was just interesting about that, and like I've kind of had this feeling about LinkedIn for a while. I'm like, oh, it's just is anyone like for me, I'm like thinking like, oh, is anyone actually getting jobs on LinkedIn? Like, I don't know. And I think the tried and true way is always to get like a connection, or it has to be someone you know that can like hook you up kind of thing now, right? I think that's like the best way of like job hunting. And I know that's kind of relevant too, because of kind of what you're going through too.
I know.
But yeah, like that's like one thing I definitely was like kind of wrapping my like settling in my head. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get shit unless someone like puts their foot in the door for me. Like I hate the fact that's what it is, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm sorry, my bad. That was like really depressing. Yeah, no, like I just hate LinkedIn. It's stupid. I don't even go there as much anymore. I just update it, and then it is what. And then I told Erwin that I had like an existential crisis yesterday about what happened on LinkedIn. What a weird Monday, man. Anyways, what's up?
What's up? Fucking terrible ass. It's like way to end.
Yeah.
By the way, this is not sponsored by anything. I'm not drinking alcohol, but I'm drinking a polar seltzer. I'm trying to drop more weight, so I'm trying to be at best Cali sober during the week. If not, I can just drink sparkle water. So
wait, I don't get that. Wait, what are you drinking again? Is it a hard?
I'm
hard
drinking
cider?
a polar seltzer. No, this is just regular seltzer. Just sparkle water. The grapefruit, non-alcoholic. Because yeah, I'm trying to cut back on alcohol during the week.
For sure, but I respect that. Mine's always going to be Waterloo for now, but yeah. We're drinking fancy ass sparkling waters. Actually, I lied today because I thought you were gonna grab something, so I decided to grab something because I saw your can in your hand, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, maybe I should get something." So mine's like a ube scotch. So I went to my friend's like alcohol tasting thing. We had such a adventure that day. Shout out to Michael Tran if you're like listening. Probably not because like he has a real job now as a doctor. And then the bartender at his thing was like, I have a bunch of ube syrup and I'm just going to toss it. And I had like a water bottle in my hand and I'm like, yeah, you can put it in here. So I just been mixing that with like whiskeys and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. And this is just like with like a Lefroy I have. And like, I don't know how I feel about this, but you know, like I said, I thought you were drinking, so I decided to drink. And as you can see, there's a little clown in the background. It's like I needed space
from Digital Circus.
Yeah, that's been my tip lately.
And YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really interesting show about like personal trauma and psychological trauma, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, it's like a lot of stuff like I've been collecting. I have a lot of like Pomni stuff. I have that. I have the Nendroid I bought from like Anime Expo.
Oh shit! Damn!
And then I have
not familiar with your game. God damn! I didn't realize you're all about it.
I know I'm all about it. And then I have President Pomni from episode 5 when they made her the president of the United States or something like that. And I got that from a blind box out of because someone went to Comic-Con for me and they grabbed me a bunch of stuff. And I was like a blind box set, and I happened to get Pomni, so I win. I'm lucky on that. And then he got me also a Pomni keychain, and I actually have like a Pomni poster in the back somewhere. But
tight.
It's really dope. So yeah, like that's been my collection kind of thing, and like I love it. I think it's dope. And you know, I think it's not dope is that fucking the obsessive correction or collection of Labubus.
Labubus.
Labubus. I don't get it. Let's start with Labubus.
Let's start with Labubus.
And Labubus.
I don't think we're at a point where we need to define what a Labubu is. I think we're past that.
It's known. It's been a couple of months.
It's too mainstream at this point. But yeah, it's one of those things in collecting or as a collection or like a hobby. That specific line of Labubu, I just don't get it. Like that's I don't understand the aesthetics of it. I guess that's like,
but that's the appeal, right?
There's no appeal for me, at least, right?
Right.
There's no appeal for me.
And like, you know me, I'm a collector. Like I collect shit. Like half my wall, like you can't see it right now, but that whole wall is collections of shit. That's at least probably maybe 10 grand worth of stuff up there. Like I've just been as a collector, like I've since like not since like I wasn't in the Cabbage Patch thing. I think like the whole collection kind of thing like happens in eras, right? There's the Cabbage Patch Kids, there was like the Furbies, the Beanie Babies, and then I would even include like sneakers into that, right? The Dunks. I think dunk culture is really interesting, right? I mean, let's like Pony Case Raph, right? He has a whole like just a room dedicated to like shoeboxes and stuff like that. People collect stuff, and I think that's really dope. And I think there's a difference between like collecting something you really love and just kind of collecting something that's in a moment that's like culturally relevant. Like that's how I feel about the Beanie Babies, Cabbage Patch, and what do you call that? What was it? The Furbies kind of thing, right? And I think like Labubu is kind of like fall in that category too, right? Because like Cabbage Patch and all of them, like I never see them really like stand the test of time. Like I never go like 10 years later, like, oh shit, that's the Beanie Baby from McDonald's I remember getting in my Happy Meal, right? And then actually now that I think about it, it's even gone back to Happy Meals, right? Like, do you remember collecting the McDonald's like Transformer? Like it's like a burger and it transforms into a robot, and it's French fries and it transforms into a robot too.
I remember that, and I remember within the last few years they did I forget if it was this year or last year, but the Evangelion in Japan.
Oh, that was dope.
McDonald's one. Yeah.
And like then you have like the sickos like me who like really dive into that shit, right? Like we just go for the super niche things that like no one gives a fuck about, right? Like I have like my figures, I have a Junji Ito like head on my with a like half her brain missing, like it just sits there on my desk, like a decapitated woman's head just on my desk, and I'm like, this is great, I love that thing, and I will never get rid of it. But then I don't know how to explain myself to somebody when they see it. I'm like, yeah, I have a head that's just sitting there staring at me every night when I go to bed, kind of thing, right? And then, and so I just think it's funny. I think there's like two different types of collectors. Like the people who really love that shit, where to the point where it's like, I should be on that one TV show with the same guy who like eats glue or kind of thing. What was it? Like My Weird Obsession or whatever?
My Weird Obsession. Yeah. On TLC. Like, yeah.
Those are the real collectors. Like that's where I should be, kind of thing. But yeah, no. You're right. Like I think something like a Labubu can be kind of I think it's kind of cool. It's dope. Like I wouldn't ever go in for my stuff. It's not my shit, but I could see why people like it. I mean, it was who made it popular? Like Rihanna and Lisa from Blackpink, right? Because they're just like randomly like, yo, Labubu on my thing. But then I remember going to Anime Expo and seeing like everyone with like Nendroids and figures on their clips too. So I'm like, oh yeah, I've like seen something like this before. Like this is not new to me, but like this character is very like it's capturing like the cultural zeitgeist at the moment, and that's pretty dope. Yeah.
So like that, like I guess the aspect of collecting and like your hobby of collecting figurines, dolls, and various like lines of the characters that you like and follow. Like like I get that, and I guess what I'm trying to say about Labubus is like because it's in this cultural zeitgeist of like it becomes bigger, like a big thing, like Pokemon, Beanie Babies,
Oh yeah,
Cabbage
you're
Patch
right.
Kids.
Yeah, Pokemon
Right.
cards are like becoming that way now.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
it's when those things pop, yeah, like there's a chance that Labubu doesn't make it past, next year, and there's something that picks it up after, right? So it could drop off, and in the next few years, like Domo drops off, or
Yeah, Domo drops.
or like Funko Pops drops off, right? Like Funko Pop just makes a bunch of it of their license agreements with various IP. Like, yeah, like there could be that part. Like, there's different avenues for Labubu, and I just don't know what it is or where it's gonna be. But I know for this moment, it's like I see the aspect of collecting, because like I think when it comes to hobbies, like that's part of like the hobby. You collect something because you like it, or it's something
it's rare.
Yeah, like sneakers, right? Like buying dunks, like that aspect I get, right? That for Labubu and the dunks, that it just makes sense to me, and in the very like streetwear sense of this is limited edition.
Bear bricks.
Yeah, exactly, right? This is like the same concept. Is like very limited edition. There's lines for it. Sometimes people just they like it for what it is, or the characters for what they are, right? But then it's some of it people are just trying to make a quick buck off of, or a resale type thing, right? So there's streetwear aspects to what Labubu is, but I think from like an old head like me, I'm like I don't get it, because this character and the various lines and adjacent to this character don't have that same kind of like pull for me.
Sure. I think like when it has like a lot of gacha aspects, right? The gachapon aspects from and gacha game aspects from like Japan, right? Kind of borrows from that. Like you don't know what you're getting. It's gonna be a blind box. Boom, cool. It's great. And then you have other friends who be like, yo, I got the super rare one, 101, baby. Let's go, kind of thing. Like, like I just got excited about my pony thing. So it's like kind of has like some of that too. But then I think it's interesting, like what does stand the test of time, right? Like stuff we still talk about like 30 years down the line. And for me, that's going to be like Hello Kitty collabs for some odd reason. And like,
100%.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh, Hello Kitty and Evangelion, or Hello Kitty and Gundam, and Hello Kitty. I was just like, damn, this bitch is everywhere kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Hello Kitty has like for like 50 years or whatever. I don't know how long they've been doing the licensing, but like Hello Kitty and Friends, just classic, timeless. Like it's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, it is. No, I was going to make a joke, but I shouldn't make that joke specifically. But anyways, yeah, no, I think it's really dope.
I guess my mild take on collecting, it's not really like a hot take. That's why I call it mild. When it comes to like the hobbies of collecting, or the hobby of collecting the things you like to collect, right? So for us, it could be like figurines, kicks, hats,
Waifus, virtual waifus.
I fucking guess. For other people, it's fucking like sports cards or Pokemon cards, right? Like it goes
Louis
back
Vuitton
to even
drops.
just like fucking even Hot Wheels, right? So like it all whatever people like call their hobby, there's this like this aspect of like surprise, right? Like the chase in a blind box, or like or like the ultra chase. I don't know. Basically, like the surprise of you pulling it out. Oh shit, I got this. Sick. It's rare. Dope. I didn't really mean to get this, but like it's. Are we trying to buy joy? Are we buying joy so that we can stack it? Because of course our lives are so ass. And as multiple generations are just trying to find joy in commercialism and consumerism. That's just like my mild take on hobbyist and collecting, right?
Okay, cool. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was trying to find a way to have like a general like like a overall theme to it too. And yeah, I know I 100% agree with you. I think it's just like a result of a consumerism. It's consumerism. Just really hitting us with that dopamine, right? It's just consumerism and dopamine over and over and over. It's the gambling aspect. It's the all those things that make you feel great about collecting that one great thing. And I think that's what you're alluding to, is that, yeah, we are kind of trying to buy our joy into this, right? We are collecting these things because we feel like by having this, it makes us happy, or it gives us some level of prestige, right? It's the same reason why someone wears a luxury bag with the branding on it, because it's like, watch me, like, look at me, pick me. Kind of, I don't know, like a pick me girl kind of, or not. Okay, not pick me girl.
No,
Sorry, that's not right. That's not right. But like, like pick me, like, hey, like, I'm dope. Louis Vuitton, kind of thing. Right?
Oh, you don't got these?
You don't got these? There's a difference between like, and I think it's just interesting when you come with like those people who truly love it for what it is. Like me, for example, with the Louis Vuitton, like, yeah, I would never own a Louis Vuitton bag, but I have that Takashi Murakami and Louis Vuitton, like, whatever fucking thing I have that wraps around my neck. I don't even know what it is. It's not even a scarf. Scarfette. I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Almost like a handkerchief, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's like, it's interesting. I think, because I used to think like things like gacha games and whatnot were all, oh, that's all like, it's something like you said, like, oh, these things are just buying me joy. I'm just buying like the things I enjoy. And it's just giving me this level of pleasure for the time. Because like, I still do feel that when I'm like pulling on games, or when I am like, when I do blind boxes and whatnot, I'm like, oh shit, I better get it. I better get the character I want. Because like, I'll like make stupid rational choices in my head, right? Or I'm just like, damn, either I could just buy one and take like 1 in 8 chance, or I can buy the whole set for $120 and like, I'm guarantee one. Like, I'm guarantee happiness for $120 rather than like gambling all for 10 kind of thing, which I think is really interesting. Damn. Yeah, we are just trying to buy our happiness, aren't we?
Well, I'm not even advocating like, oh, we're fucking better than everyone.
No,
we're fucking Buddhists and we're so detached from possessions. I'm like, that's not even the point of this. I'm just saying. I'm
fucking knee deep, homie.
I'm saying this as like an observer and just like somebody who does collect things, but I'm like, part of it is like, yeah, I'm trying to buy back some joy and some like dopamine hits and just trying to stack it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. And that's part of like, yeah, that's part of capitalism. That's part of like consumerism. Like, I get it.
And it's part of like the culture.
Like, it's part
of pop culture. Yeah.
It's part of like hobbies, right? Like I talked about earlier, there's always most, I don't want to say always, because there could be like one exception, but most of the time when you have a hobby of something, there's a collecting aspect of it. Like you buy 100%. Something. It's like, yeah, I collect shoes or whatever, even though like, cause I'm like, bro, like obviously once I'm hold on, let me slow the fuck down real quick. I can only wear one pair of shoes at a time, and anything after one pair of shoes is a fucking collection. G, like,
yeah, Raph, how do you do it? How do you do it, Raph? Teach me. Yeah,
but yeah, it's like, yeah, after like one figurine, after one blind box, you'll know when to stop. I guess that's like the fucking gambler fucking aspect of it. No. Like, you have to know when to stop, and like if you feel like you need to cop the whole collection, okay, like
that's cool.
as long as you have the responsibility for yourself, right? I think that's the only like grown up advice I'd say is like, as long as you have the responsibility and you're not going into like hella much into debt or like you're sacrificing fucking
family
necessities,
and stuff, and like basic life support.
Basically to like fund or chase your collection or hobby, and then please just be responsible.
That's called addiction. It's called addiction.
I'm like, put a fucking like
Yeah.
1-800
Yeah.
hotline at the bottom of our fucking episode or on our clips.
It's addiction. Yeah. It could very well spiral into addiction, like easily. Because damn, like when I go into something, I go into it deep. And then actually, I kind of like learned this from Trish. And actually, my buddies at the cons helped me think through this. They're like, my buddies at the con told me, why don't you buy an art portfolio and just put prints and stuff like you just buy on a whim? Just put it in there. You don't have to hang it up on your wall anymore. Like, I don't have wall space anymore. So they told like, yo, if you just like buy stuff, just put it in an art book. And like that could be your coffee table book. You could just go, you'll still have the joy of looking through it without feeling the need to like Marie Kondo that shit, right? And then like I'm heading to a space like with my figures, like I cannot collect anymore. There's like literally no space unless I like take up the other side of the room or something like that. And then, yeah, no, there is a time to stop. Because I remember I did that with t-shirts. I was so into graphic tees. I would collect graphic tees from like Karmaloo, freaking Kid Robot, Triumpher. I have the freaking 100 shirt from... I still get that in me. Like when you showed me that Eevee Pokemon shirt with like the hundreds, like I caught that right away. Like I just had to get it kind of thing. And a part of me is like, fuck, I shouldn't have gotten that because I've only worn it once so far. So yeah. It's really bad because I need to start rotating things into things again. But then actually I learned this from Trish is that you should take a picture of it and then get rid of it. Like, you know, like put it into like and then I'm like, oh shit, then I could just put that into my art album and be like, yo, I had that t-shirt. I had that shit. And I gave it to the Buffalo Exchange. So like the next hype beast in their early 20s can go there and be like, yo, I love this Stussy shirt. Sick. And then, you know, spread the joy from there and just let some of those have the happiness that you once had in that collection. Right?
That memory got me fucked up because I'm like, wait a minute. Where is my Triumph shirt?
I still have my Triumph shirt.
I was like, I remember taking a picture of it and I'm like, now, like in this moment, I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. I might have given it to do a Goodwill thing, but I don't even remember it at this point.
Yeah. Fuck. So I'm just like, like I'm looking at some of my Triumph shirts I have right now. Like I still have the like the geisha girl with the gun one. Oh, no. I still have the Stormtrooper camo one. But it has a little bleach on it, so I actually bought black dye for it like 10 years ago, and I've never I bought it 10 years ago, and I've never dyed that shirt yet because I'm like, I don't want to ruin it, and I just kind of left it alone, and I don't even want to wear the shirt because it still has like that bleach stain on it. I'm like, fuck, I should just do something about this or just get rid of it now. So I need to like Marie Kondo like at the end of the year with my clothes because like I try to limit myself to how many hangers I have. And I bought like a set amount of hangers. I'm like, okay, if it crosses this, it cannot be part of my collection anymore. And then that's why I'm trying to make a Clueless Closet app right now by taking a picture of everything. I'm mad serious too. Like I need to Clueless Closet my shit. Like so here's what I told this to Erwin like on Discord, but what I'm doing is like I'm taking a picture of all my clothes. I'm labeling like t-shirt or whatever, like jacket, outerwear, whatever. And then the color combinations. And then I'm just going to have like something make up those color combinations for me. Like, oh, you should wear this shirt, that and that. Sick. It's hot. Hell yeah. There you go. That's your outfit of the day. That's like the best Clueless Closet dream I want to create right now with my clothes.
Yeah, I feel like if you can train an AI to do that, that'd be like that. Yeah,
that's what I've been doing.
That's it. That's it. What I've been doing. That's it. Yeah, because I mean, there's a trend on TikTok right now. It's like mostly millennials like posting how they dressed in 2016, and I'm like, oh. Fuck, I can't do that because I'm like, I feel like I'm just dressing the same. So I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Fucking dress like you're 2016.
I still wear slim pants slim pants, slim jeans. Like that hasn't changed for me. That's it. That's the only thing I can't compromise is like the fitted jeans and pants. That's it.
Yeah, I can't go back to slim anymore. It's skinny. It's hard. I can't do the I used to do I think like basically the whole decade I used to wear the skinny slim fucking Levi's and did the whole
like the 512s or something.
Yeah, the Uniqlo fucking skinny selvage, and it's just like, bro, my calves are too big. I got Filipino calves, dog. I can't do this shit anymore. my calves got stronger over the years. Of fucking, I can't. Yeah, I can't anymore.
I think I gained 3 pounds. So yeah,
you're fucking asshole, dude. I think. Yeah, that's why I'm like the pandemic plus like just like shitty habits. I'm like, yeah, I've gained like since the wedding in 2019, I've gained like 20 pounds. So I'm like, fuck, dude. I gotta get this shit down.
I weigh myself every week because I finally broke. Yeah, I broke a certain weight. I'm like, oh shit, I should because the only reason like the only thing motivating me is like I don't want to buy new clothes. That's it. That's pretty much it. I don't want to buy new clothes. I want to make sure I just can't wear extra small anymore. If that's the thing. I just can't wear extra small anymore. I put on an extra small sweater the other day. I was like, oh, my neck, it's choking me. Hell yeah.
Just a random story about extra small. A few months ago when we went to Seattle and we went to the Uniqlo there, they had speaking of collabs, they had the SpongeBob and Cactus Plant flea market t-shirts. It was like $6 for like whatever. They were on clearance, but all the sizes left, man, were just extra smalls and smalls. I'm like, fucking shit, dog. I can't be
Jamie. Jamie, grab this. Jamie. Whoop, whoop. Over here.
It's not even like those, like that size of the shirt is not even worth putting into like a 12 by 12 frame and hanging it up. It's small, dude. I can't do that.
Damn. How do you, I mean, you know, I'm a sucker for Muji. Every time I'm in Portland, I'm like, Muji, let's go. Muji, let's go. But like, that's too baggy for me. Like I actually put on the cardigan and I was like, damn, this is pretty baggy for a thing. But I was like, because I was like, oh, it's a small. Yeah, I'll grab it. It's like, why does it feel like a medium? So maybe when it comes to Muji, because I didn't realize Muji likes to do the relax unisex fit on everything now. So I'm just like, the fuck? Why am I wearing a dress with this cardigan? I like it. It's just too big on me, so I gotta get a smaller one. Anyways, yeah, Muji, love it. It's good shit too. And I'm like scared that everything's stepping away from the slim sizes. So I'm like, no, I can't buy any more clothes anymore. I have to like tailor everything every time I buy a new like dress shirt. I'm like, no, I gotta slim this down. Local tailor, can you fix this for me? Tighten it right here. Tighten it right there. You don't tailor shit, huh?
At this body type, I'm hoping to not. That's why I'm trying. Like, I'm not trying to buy any formal wear. So what I have is what I have. If I need to buy formal wear, I will do the tailoring for shirts. Yeah, it's specifically because I don't work. I haven't worked in an office in like 6 years, dude. Mm-hmm, so I there's no real reason for me to like wear button-ups outside of like 3 public engagements a year. So it's like, why would I don't need a blazer. I don't need that's the only time I wear a blazer and like a button up, and like tucking in my pants. But otherwise that's it, bro. I'm wearing t-shirts, I'm wearing hoodies, fitteds most of the time.
Yeah. I just try to like look a little grown up from wearing like t-shirts and pants. So everything now I own is it's just a suit, and then like I'll wear a graphic tee under it with sneakers. I'm like, it's nice enough. It's cool. It looks like I'm trying to copy like an NBA player or something like that. It's cool. It's whatever.
I will shout out like the Gen Z, like corporate Gen Z, and like for helping like relax kind of like the general corporate dress code
Oh,
for
I
like
love
business casual is
Oh, I
like
love it. Yeah.
yeah, because like now business casual it used to be what like a casual Friday was.
Oh, yeah. Now it's just every day. It's every day of
And
the
I was
week. I'm
like,
like, wait, what?
I was
This
like,
is dope.
oh, like I remember like my first few jobs, like I was wearing, I tucked in my shirt, I was wearing button ups, but then like Fridays, I'm wearing t-shirt and jeans and like the most basic kicks, right? Like I'm not, I'll wear like Chucks, but I'm not gonna wear fucking like dress
Dunks.
shoes or shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear dress shoes or dunks. It's just like black and white Chucks. Nothing outside of that. Now it's like, oh, whatever, you know, like relaxed dress codes everywhere. I'm like, great. I love that for you all. We did it. We
I
did
still
it,
can't
fam.
do Crocs. I still can't do Crocs. I cannot wear Crocs in public, even though I own a pair of Crocs, 2 of them, but like, ugh, still, I feel like my own ego just sinking into a deeper hole every time I wear Crocs. But I had to get it because I'm a fucking collector. It was a McDonald's one. That's why it was a Hamburglar McDonald's Crocs, and I had to get it, even though I hate Crocs, because it was that dopamine hit that just slaps me in the face with like a whole money wad of capitalism straight to my face. I don't know. That was like really long for some odd reason. Hello.
Yeah, I think when it comes, what's interesting about Crocs, I think from a collecting standpoint, is that like the charms. I didn't realize how like
they're huge.
big. Yeah, how big of like a thing it is. I thought it was just kind of like at first, you know, like most things. I feel like at my washed age now, it's like I don't get it, but kind of now after a few years having Crocs and having charms, I'm like, oh, I kind of get it. It's just more like
It's an accessory. It's the reason why people decorate their like school bags, right?
yeah, it's the same thing. Why weebs put stickers on their car? Not like in their not in a racer way. It's like I'm a weeb, and let me put these stickers on my car.
Yeah. Yeah. My friend was actually just talking about that the other day. Like he's like driving up in Sacramento and he's like, where are the weeb stickers on people's cars? And then like when something happened, he's like, where the fuck are you guys? Like he's like, where are you guys hiding? I want to go to where you guys are going. Cause like he moved up there and he's trying to like make friends. So, but he just wants to make friends with weebs, which is like his new thing, which is great. Like he's living his true self kind of thing. And like every time every time he finds like a car with a weeb sticker on it, first he's like, oh, do I like that series? Oh, sick. And then like, you know, he'll just kind of like drive by them until like kind of like how bikers like kind of like how like Yamazaki driver or like crotch rockets kind of just wave to each other on the street. And I think that's really dope. And I try to do that too now. So well, what kind of idiot am I? Anyways, that's what happens when you try to use you try to get your dopamine hits from capitalism. It just turns you into weird people.
Yeah, because even like I know I feel like I'm dragging the topic a little bit, but like even stickers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. It's stickers too. Like I have no reason to have stickers, but I'll buy stickers. The fuck?
Yeah. I'm the same way. I have so many. I have a whole drawer full of stickers from artists I like. I get you, man. I get you. Just bring back home, Erwin. What can we take away from all this?
I think the takeaway. This episode is like we're not shitting on anybody's hobby.
No,
we're not.
No.
And we're not saying we're better than anybody because we're like, oh, we're so like, oh, fuck you, like collectors, we're better than you. I think we obviously both have.
No,
we're deep into collecting in our own ways through our hobbies. But I think there is an aspect of it, of the act of collecting, where it's
human. Like,
it's human. We're chasing joy. We're trying to build community through our hobbies and collecting. Which is cool. Like like your friend trying to find like the new weeb friends. Like that's kind of like, oh, like the fucking JJK stickers on this fucking Honda Civic. Oh, they could be my friend. Like,
Yeah. And then like people kind of like bonding over what kind of versions of Labubus they have, right? Like, oh, yeah, I could tell how many, or I don't know. Like I'll see them with like crazy outfits, and like people are really proud of like the outfits they have in the Labubus, and then like the whole culture with the Lofufus and like Labubu's boyfriend kind of thing. Like like it has its own world and like dialect that I just don't, and in its own vernacular that I just don't understand. And I think that's really dope because it does speak to like the pop culture at the moment, right? It does speak to the end that people want to be a part of, the sense of community they want to build from it.
But that's also like, what are you saying? Like when, like feeding the whole like industry of collecting, right? So like sometimes like those cards and those booster packs, those collections are like sold out, or you got to find out who has those in stock, and then you got to camp out versus somebody who actually likes it versus a reseller. You know, there's like that whole aspect of the consumerism and capitalism and kind of like making a buck off of anything. So there's that aspect, and there's just hella much aspects of collecting in Labubus. So I mean, that's just kind of like,
this is
part of like that's moment. Like that's the underbelly, like, right? So like that's kind of like the delusion of like when Beanie Babies were popping, of like, oh, this is someone's 401k, right? this Beanie Baby collection is gonna pay off a mortgage. You're like, what the fuck?
I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Like, I don't believe in people trying to collect things if it's like as a wave investment. You know, it still applies today. It's just consumerism, art, and that even cheap things can be artful. And I don't know if he was like it was a critique to like consumerism or what, but it just, I don't know. Maybe it just makes me think about Andy Warhol from time to time when I think about collections and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense of just the fucking commodification of art, and like this weird intersection of things we find aesthetically pleasing and kind of like the commerce around it. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you're collecting something and it has a story to tell, I think it's worth having around. And if it doesn't, and it'll just kind of like fade into like it'll just fade into the background eventually, right? Like it'll just be like Beanie Babies or Furbies. It's just gonna fade into the background, and the next shiny thing is gonna happen. But like, if you have an art piece that you feel like by owning it, it can tell a story to others, I think it could be a piece worth keeping.
I like that. That's a good way to end it. That's a good way to end it. We are on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Get back on Instagram, and we'll be on our socials. JV has a Medium, maybe. I have a Substack.
No, I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, find us on socials, and we'll see you guys next time.
Erwin, plug your shit again. What is it?
Erwinism.substack.com. It's Flanders
go.
Drive.
There you
it's
go.
Also the fucking Instagram. It used to be my fucking meme account. Now I just fucking
I didn't know you had a meme account.
Nice. It's kind of like my art board. Not really. Flanders Drive.
For sure. All right. Nice. Sound off. Peace.
Peace.